going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today I want to talk about like a positive story between Mark Cuban and his former Dallas Mavericks player Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, Finney-Smith was involved in that Kyrie Irving deal, and he was one of the Mavs 3-and-D guys and took some of that defensive pressure off of Luka Doncic. He would guard the best wing every night and was just someone that the Mavs fans loved. Mark Cuban loved him as a player, etc. Well, he had some things going on in his life ever since he was a kid, and his father, Albert Smith, Mark Cuban, and his people did some work with the Virginia Attorney General, Jerry Kilgore, and they worked with the Virginia Parole Board to get Dorian Finney-Smith's father, Albert Smith, free. Now, the board voted 3-0, and he was able to get out. What happened in the incident that landed him in prison? They went to an auto repair. Well, let me backtrack that. What happened in the incident that led them to prison? Albert Smith and one of his homeboys, they went to an auto repair shop to collect a debt that they had from this guy named Willie Anderson. And, they started fussing, an argument ensued. These guys, was throwing hands, whatever. In the midst of that, a gun was drawn and Willie Anderson was hit and killed. But it wasn't Dorian Finney-Smith's father that shot. It was his homeboy that was with him. Well, long story short, his father fought it. His court-appointed attorney told him to fight it, don't take a plea deal. His homie took a plea deal and got 5 years for manslaughter. And then, as a result, Smith was sentenced to 44 years. He's 52 years of age now and got out after 23 years with the work of Mark Cuban and, the Virginia Attorney General. The Nets gave him an absence day, to go reunite with his father. And I thought that was cool. As a Christmas gift, this is what Mark Cuban gave to one of his former players. We talk about how these owners are sometimes, how bad they are. You look back at Mark Cuban and the work he did with Delonte West, checked him into the rehab. We've heard he's since relapsed, but Mark Cuban has a track record of going over and beyond what you would have to do for a former player. Finney-Smith is playing with the Nets now. He could have easily said, that's something he's dealing with. But that's obviously, what that shows me is that he's had conversations with his players. And he knows some of the things that's going on in their lives, and he does his background checks. And if he sees something like that, it's like he's reading into it. And if it ain't anything too egregious like harming a child or something like that, and this was like an accidental type of thing where his father probably didn't want it to go there. They just wanted their money back. And the guy that was with him ended up actually shooting the gun, and he gets the bulk of the time. If they did some time, but 23 years and you're not the one that actually fired, the one who fired the fatal shot only got 5 years. Yeah, that's unfair. So come reunite with your son and all that. Because he missed his son's whole life. That meant he would have had to be gone by the time Dorian Finney-Smith was like 5 or 6 years of age at the most. And to reunite with his ex-wife, his kids, Dorian. I think this is a great Christmas present and great for an NBA owner, any sports league owner to do. And I ain't saying others haven't tried stuff like this, but we see Mark Cuban's track record and some of the things he's gone to great lengths to do, man. Now, you could say he got the money. It's easy for him to do this, but it's another thing to actually see one of these guys get out here and do something about it, because your players go through a lot. We know where a lot of these players come from, the backgrounds they come from, and it's not always easy to even stay on the straight and narrow to get to the NBA, and that's not lost on Mark Cuban. So I wanted to give him some kudos today. A lot of times on this channel, we talk about a lot of different topics, but I also want to give these guys within the NBA their proper due when they do something great too. Thought it was a good story for Christmas time, and he's able to see Dorian play now, and it had to burn him up that he couldn't be there. And this, also this could be a lesson to someone. Like, if someone beat you over the head for some money, yeah, you want your respect. At the same time, every battle isn't worth chasing, because you look at everything that happened after the fact. So you're away from Dorian all of the time that he was becoming a young man. So him getting to adulthood the way that he did and becoming an NBA player, playing, didn't Dorian Finney-Smith, he played at Virginia Tech or Florida somewhere. I cannot remember exactly. He was a good AC. It seemed like he was in the ACC to me. It seemed like he was at Virginia Tech. But this young man got to the highest level, changed the family's fortunes, obviously. Mark Cuban showing that he appreciates his time and service. We see so many of these players go broke, have different trials and tribulations in their lives. So to see him come do this, man, I want to highlight that today. I ain't going to talk your head off about it, though. Let me know what you think in the comments about this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.